Oh wow, got a Ferrari 250 Lusso. Well, we've got a race-prepped Mark 1 Jaguar here. This is lovely, isn't it? We can only wonder how many times these rear tyres have been replaced with all that power sliding round Goodwood. Today on Car Traction, you join us at the Bicester Heritage Centre on Drive It Day of all days for the second Sunday Scramble of the year. And being Drive It Day, we should be getting a wonderful turnout. So I think first of all, let's have a look at some of the classic cars in the public car parks. This is a section for people who just turn up in their own cars, not exhibiting, but happen to be in something old, such as this wonderful old Alfa Romeo 2000. Really classy 70s saloon. Fantastic sounding car, drive beautifully. It's nice to see one in blue actually, you don't see many of them in blue. This looks like quite an original, or perhaps an older restoration, which is the way I like these cars to be. It's all lovely condition inside. I do love the sort of view over the bonnet and the dash and the one-rimmed steering wheel and the position of the gear lever. It's all quite high up on these odd Alfas. But we should be able to find some real gems here today from the sort of 20s to the 80s in age. But yeah, I do really like that Alfa. Moving on, we've got a 2CV here. And a pairing of droop snoot Vauxhalls. I do like this. That's only the second sports hatch droop snoot Forenza that I've seen ever, really. But yeah, I do like the look of these cars, I must say. Yeah, it's interesting to see. We know one of the sports hatch in exactly the same livery that we see quite a few times, but it is interesting to see another because they are rare things. This is an Alpina prepared one. You can see all the Alpina stickers down the side, the wonderful Alpina rims. What a clean looking car that is. The C1 2.3 litre straight six. I do like the look of these old BMWs of this era. That is a wonderful thing. Just such a classy sports saloon, and it is in immaculate condition. Lovely inside. Look at those seat trims as well. Wow, I do like that. Beyond that, we've got a Mark II Escort. Looks like a bit of a rally prep car. Something can be said for this road rally midget. Got the twin Y-pack spot lamps on the front. Certainly stands out in this orange, doesn't it? We've got the D-bumper treatment as well to this one. It looks maybe a little bit low. This is a square arch model. That'd be a fun little thing to drive. Quite a chuckable old car. Looks like we've got a Golf here. A BMW 2002. That does look nice once again. Brilliant colour for them, really, isn't it? That wonderful old orange. I do like that. Really classy saloons, these old 70s Beamers. Yeah, I do really like that. Just a great, simple design, really, isn't it? But it just really works. Especially being in that 70s orange, I do like that. This is a bit more, something a bit older and stately. This is a Rover 95, a P4 shape. Especially with that straight six up front. There was a 4-cylinder variant and a 6, but the 6 will just keep on going and never miss a beat. Got the rear hinge doors at the back as well. Got the lower back of some of the earlier ones. I do prefer these earlier ones a little bit. This is going to be one of the cleanest looking 944s I've ever seen. This is a 944S2, this one. That's immaculate. Next to that we've got a Peugeot 1.9 litre engine GTI. Beyond that, another wonderful old Alfa Romeo. Looks like it's been given a bit of an Alfaholics-esque treatment there. Perhaps some larger rims, D-bumper. That is fantastic. Wonderful old things, these Alfa Romeos. You can tell I like them. Great old thing, this. Bit of an old modified MG here. I do like the steel wheels on that. This is a 4-speed manual one. Looks like it's had the shortened gear lever for more of a snickety close shift. Oh, I like the little leather strap there. That's a nice little touch. Wonderful looking car this. I do like the knockoff spinners on the Steelies. That really does set it off nice. Got a nice old BMC safety fast sticker there as well. It's a 924, I think. And a Mini beyond that, and another 924. Seeing a fair number of 92 Porsches today, aren't we? Comes in a two-tone livery, don't see many like that. Got an old 911 here. It's a great colour for that, isn't it? This is a Carrera, this one. A TVR Chimera. Great old V8 sports car. I do see a fair bit of these at a certain meet at Combermere, so if you do like your TVRs, there's always a good contingent of those attending that meeting. Another GTI Peugeot, got a Civic Type R in the end. Fiesta, some Rover thing, I believe that's called a Max Power style type build with that. Another 911 and another 911. Wow, there's a good showing of 911s here today, isn't there? This one's an SC. This is a left-hand drive one, so American market, or someone somewhere that drives on the wrong side of the road. Being left-hand drive is quite cool, isn't it? We're gonna have to have a look at this. I do like the look of this Mark II. I love the old Mark II Jaguars. This is a 3.8 litre straight six, so the largest of all the engines. Great colour. The Courier Cost Blue is one of the best colours for these old Jaguars. This is a manual overdrive car, the one you'd want really. Very shiny spokes on this one. That is a wonderful thing. I do love these old Jaguars, and this is just brilliant. Great condition. I think, yeah, definitely the Courier Cost Blue, which is like the blue that was used on the old D-Types and C-Types, really does suit these old sporty saloon Jaguars. Got some nice original registrations there. But yeah, that is just pristine. That is wonderful, that. Beautiful old car. The Golf GTI, there's that 911. Oh wow, is this a G-Wagon Mercedes? This is probably 80s Mercedes off-roader. 300 GD, so yes, it is a G-Wagon. Wow, when was the last time we saw one of these? Lovely looking MGC GT. Got some nice old painted wires. I do like the old painted wires. It's got the 3 litre over there, about straight 6 on show there. Triple SU carbs. Very nice engine. Got a walking stick holding the bonnet open at the moment. Now this is a great old thing. We've got an old Alfetta Alfa Romeo. This is a left-hand drive one. This is a really tasteful car. I love the simple interior design. Something about these old Alfas, they're just so simple, but it just really works. The Italian style is just reeking of it in this car. And this is a much rarer model than most of the other ones we see. An old Alfetta. Probably the only one I've seen of these. Certainly don't see many, especially being left-hand drive is quite interesting. The speedo is also in kilometres. This one's got some wonderful Alpina wheels. This is like a 3 litre type BMW pillarless as well. That is really stylish. What a great looking car that is. I do like that. We've got a 323i, once again a fantastic looking old sports saloon from Germany. We've got a Celica GT. Well, that's a bit crazy, isn't it? What's going on? We've got a front splitter, different rims. I presume some tickling under the engine bay. Got a blue tint around the front. Also a little ducktail spoiler flicking up at the end. Beyond that, we've got another BMW 2002, only metres away from another orange BMW 2002 over there. With a MGB recessed grille behind. Well, I like that old truck. I'll definitely have to have a look at that. Is it Ford maybe? I don't know, lovely old pickup. An old Opel here. I'm not quite sure the model of this one, so I'm going to have a quick look around the back. But it's certainly a really clean looking car, this. This is a Monza, 3 litre engine in it. That's quite a tasteful looking thing actually. Once again, seeing some really rare things here today. Another little Golf. Beyond that, we got a wonderful old looking Mark II. This is in the sort of slightly greyish shade. The one we saw before, this is also a 3.8, so the largest engine, really powerful, smooth engine. Painted wires, I perhaps prefer the painted wires to chrome wires. As I said with that MG earlier, painted wires just make it look like a bit of a racing car. Sometimes really shiny chrome wires can just look a bit flashy. This one's got a 4-speed overdrive gearbox setup as well. I do like that, yeah. Lovely car. Got a Fiat Abarth, this is a 124. Always good to see the matte black bonnet on these. Really stylish little car, just like the Alfa Romeos. Beyond that, it looks like we've got a GT V6. Beyond the patinated, let's say, old VW, we've just got a standard Vanguard turned up. Now this looks like a Phase 1, the Beetle back, so there's a Phase 1, 1A, 2, and then there was the 3 which had a boots, but this one is the smooth Beetle back, as you can see at the back. Wonderful old looking car, this one's in lovely condition. I must say, column shift I believe these are as well. I do like these standards, are just brilliant old cars. Got the spats as well, so it's quite an early one. I believe this is a Phase 1, so one of the earliest ones. Wonderful old Vanguard, I do like that. Such a stylish thing, that, a great looking car. And then we've got a Vauxhall, a hard top Stag, that looks nice in the blue, doesn't it? And then the old Ford truck. Now I'm not exactly sure on the model of this one, I haven't really seen one of these before. Might have a flathead V8 or something like that. It's likely to have some form of side valve engine in it. All in very shiny condition. The brilliant sign go. I believe the bonnet's open on the other side so we can have a quick peek. Well, I think it's had a few modifications. It looks like perhaps a modern engine, and well, there's the elephant in the room, a huge turbo slung on the side of it. Wow. That certainly had some breathing on underneath, hasn't it? And there's the recessed grille MG in the fantastic orange. Just over here we've got a 70s old Porsche 911 Carrera. Oh, I like that old Mercedes rolling in. That's a stylish thing, that, isn't it? That one is not on air suspension, thankfully, in my opinion. We saw another one over there, just all the way over there, just right slung down on the ground on air suspension. But let's have a look at this Carrera RS. This has got a 2.4 flat 6 just in the back there. Really lovely thing, that tasteful design, nice and compact. Certainly a lot more compact than the likes of modern 911s. Nice thing that we got a Fiat 500. Oh, I like that old Jag. Looks like an XJC Series 2. Either a 4.2 or a V12. I think I've seen that before, and it's a 4.2. There's the little Fiat, and there's the G-Wagon again. Such a rare thing, this. I presume it's some, 300 DD, so it's probably like a 3-litre diesel. This is such a rare thing. Definitely a more left field choice in the world of sort of 80s classics. But I do like that. It's great to see some of the oddball stuff. It looks like we're on for a great turnout here today. Well, we're in the main show now, and we're treated first of all with a Bentley R-Type Continental. I don't know how many of these were made, but it can't be many. It could even be a unique thing, but what a car that is. It's almost like a sort of like Packard at the back, something like a big, huge pre-war American car, but that is a crazy design, isn't it? Wow, what a beauty this is. This is a wonderful old thing, this. Oh, I've never seen anything like that. Looks like we've got a bit of a Bentley section here. We've got a Continental over here, one of the more modern-ish Bentleys. We've got a Continental Super Sports, bit of a quicker one. A couple more of the latest generation of the Bentleys over here. Well, we've got a race-prepped Mark 1 Jaguar here. This is lovely, isn't it? We can only wonder how many times these rear tyres have been replaced with all that power sliding round Goodwood. That is a lovely thing, isn't it? Nice to see a Mark 1, of course the Mark 1 having the smaller back window, slightly fatter sort of pillars. This is a pretty period correct car, I'm sure it's got period racing history. Lovely thing that. Beyond that we've got a little Aston 7, this is called an Aston 7 Speedy, this one. Do like that, that's a brilliant registration, isn't it? BRM46. This is why I love this event at the Bicester Heritage so much. The stuff you get here, I mean look, 3 litre CSL E-Type and Mark 1 Jaguar just casually over there, and one of the best looking Cortinas I've seen in a long time. That looks fantastic in this green. Lovely example this, I like the slightly lighter green interior as well. This is probably one of the best Cortinas I've seen. You do see quite a few of them, but that is a beauty. I really like that. Behind here we've got I do like these. A pairing of 60s saloons. We've got a couple of Zephyrs parked up over here, really stylish cars. Do like these. We've got a practical motorist and motorcyclist in the back. I'm sure Dad will notice that as well. Lovely cars these. These are Mark IIs from 56 to 62, all of the Zephyrs and Zodiacs and all the Z cars from Ford. These are wonderful things, aren't they? Really nice cars to drive, those will be. I do like those. We've got another Z car in the form of the Zodiac over here. You can see the similarities between them all. And wonderful cars these. This is an overdrive car. Beautiful example. Look how tidy it is in there. Actually, I'll go around the other side. There's the beautiful orange 3 litre CSL. Just stunning car. Oh, we've got a 123 series Mercedes Estate. That's quite a rarity. Look at the interior of that though. That is stunning. Got a wonderful DB7 Vantage. If I just hop over here. I do like these. Best colour for them probably. I really like the look of the front of these. I think they're a really nice looking car, the DB7. Lovely thing that. What is this? We've got a huge drop head Tourer. Is it an Armstrong Siddeley maybe? Oh no, this is a Lagonda. Wow, what a thing. That is amazing. Isn't it almost sort of similar to the likes of the Alvises of that era? Really quality car. That would be a wonderful car to drive. Being a Tourer as well, really rare. Interesting being just a 4 on the floor, nice and simple. Lovely place to be inside there, isn't it? Very long back as well, very streamlined and elegant. That is such a gorgeous car. Do you like that? Wow, is this a Toyota Century? This one is a huge limousine. We've got the curtains in the back and the sides. Yeah, this had better get a car phone. Where's my car phone at? Is there no car phone? I don't know actually. Wow, what an interior in there. That is a real rarity. What a crazy thing to see. Interesting being right-hand drive as well. That is a crazy thing. Beyond that we've got a Pro Drive prepared Subaru. We've got some interesting things over here, some racing cars, and this now, I believe this is a 1398 Vauxhall. Very vintage VSCC car. Great for trialling this sort of thing. Huge big Ford Manga up front. Gorgeous thing though, some of these old Vauxhalls are. What a lovely engine. It's just a wonderful quality car, these big old Vauxhalls. Really torquey engine, is surprisingly quick as well. This one is in wonderful condition. You can see the exhaust just running under there, just hiding beneath the running board. Wonderful car this. Quality thing. Look at the size of those rims. Well, not rims actually, the spokes. That is an impressive old thing, that. You can tell I like this one, can't you? I do like my big 4-seat pre-war Taurus. Wonderful thing. Now this is a bit crazy. This is sort of DTM German 2000s racing thing. It's a CLK 55 race prepped AMG car. Wow, this is a bit crazy, isn't it? Lots of vents and things going on. That is an impressive thing. Probably one of the last sort of racing cars that's just a huge V8 and not too many assists. Thankfully, proper car. Such a wild thing, that. Beyond that, we got a modern electric supercar. If memory serves, this is a Neo EP9, I think this is called. Bit of a wild looking thing, isn't it? It's absolutely huge. It's a bit mad, isn't it? Let's have a quick look at the interior. Got the upward hinging doors. Wow, it's like an F1 car in there. So that's a bit mad, isn't it? Speaking of F1 cars, it looks like we got the 2023 Red Bull Formula 1 car, an absolute rocket ship. Seems to be beating everyone at the moment. Driven by Max Verstappen and Sergio Perez. It's only really when you come up close to these things when you realise how massive it is. Got the V6 turbo at the back. I think it's about 1.6 litre or something like that. Of course, the new 2023 regulations designed to sort of close up the pack, much bigger and wider cars. Look at the size of those wheels on the back, wow. Now this here is a bit of me. We've got a TWR prepared XJS. This is a Group A spec car. Wonderful sounding V12 up front. I believe it's about 5.3, am I right in saying? Yeah, 5.3 litre V12. Wow, what a car. Really sort of bare to the bone racing car, these. Wonderful engine.
I think I know why.
Got some interesting little gems here. Got a lovely 289 Mustang. That is a lovely thing, that proper quintessential muscle car there. And we've got something completely different. This is a Citroen Ami, and I believe someone my age can drive this. This is a little French thing, and it's electric, top speed of 28 miles per hour, and I think it's a great little thing. Really practical little street car. When we went to France a couple of years ago, probably now, we saw quite a few of these, and they are interesting little things. Very similar front to the back, apart from those lights being white on the front and then being red on the back. This is the back, just to make it clear. Big pickup old American muscle car. Hillman Imp, or like this. We got a very early 3000 Austin Healey. This is wonderful. We've got a couple of sneaky little side pipes sticking out the side of it there. Painted wires, sliding windows. This is really lovely. Got the earlier style of dashboard as well. Wonderful old sports car, that. Beautifully prepared as well. Do like that. Got a TR6 here. This is a hard top. Wow, this looks nice, doesn't it? Huge wheels and rims.
Then did you see Queen Bee afterwards?
It's interesting. It's got the French style lamps in it. It is a left-hand drive car, so perhaps it was originally in France. Quite cool being left-hand drive. Cool old thing, this. Got a Maserati Gran Turismo here. Beyond that, a Sunbeam Tiger, the result of what happens when you put a huge V8 in a cute little British sports car. I do like that one. Lovely spot lamps on the front. And a lovely old Jaguar. Got a couple of pre-war cars over here. Got a bull-nosed Morris Oxford, lovely old Morris Cooper S, and a Morris Cowley. This is quite nice, a 4-seater Tourer with the roof up. Like that little petrol can holder, Shell Motor Spirit. What a great little thing this is. Over here we've got the Tolman edition of the Peugeot GTI, basically a resto modded old Peugeot GTI. Coming round here we've got a Marcos over there, I'll have a look at that. Rover SD1 Vitesse. I do like these Marcoses, and I must say, in that dark blue, that is wonderful. Got a wonderful Mercury station wagon. Such a stylish thing. There's a huge V8, probably about 7 litres in centimetres. All the bits of chrome down the side, the wood effect on the doors. Wow, what a cool thing. 3 rows of seats. It's interesting, this one being I presume 4 on the floor. Usually these are column shift. That is a pretty stylish thing, isn't it? Got a couple of 911s. There's always a good showing of old Porsches here at this wonderful meet. I do like the Bicester Heritage Sunday Scramble. And over there is another gleaming Mark II. Well, we've got a pristine example of an old 280 SL, the Pagoda shaped Mercedes. This is a wonderful roadster. This is 250 SL. Yeah, beautiful old roadster. Quality car. What a lovely dash in there. I do really like that. It's a wonderful old stylish thing. Quite an early Triumph 2000 for a Mark II. So it's a Mark II, but it's quite an early Mark II. Like in the brown furnishings inside, 4-speed overdrive, 2-litre straight 6, good recipe. Nice car that. A GT3 RS from about 2015 or so, if I had to guess. Lovely old XK140 over there, I do like that. A huge Citroen DS. Great old thing. Nice old Sunbeam. Don't see many there. Oh, this is nice. I believe this is an Alvis TD21. Now this is such a classy car. Ash frame being an Alvis. Lovely seats inside. This looks like an older restoration or original. Lovely, I believe 4 on the floor gearbox in these. So nice inside. Best colour for them as well. Dark blue looks brilliant on any old car. You can see the nice old original registration plates on this one, which makes me think it's quite an original car. Or certainly it's been in that colour and guise for a long time. These are such a quality car. Lovely thing. Big straight 6 up front. Got a couple of classic British gems over here. Starting off with the Series 1 E-Type. This is a 4.2, so not quite the earliest. The earliest would have had a 3.8. The 4.2 being the bigger engined early one. Lovely thing that. And I like this. We've got a wonderful old Bristol. This is like a 403 or something. Big old 2-litre straight 6 up front. Sliding windows. Lovely inside. Beautiful old car these. Such an elegant car that. It's been a while since we had Alfa Romeo. Well, we fixed that with this Alfaholics GTAR. Now this is something special. Alfaholics basically tune up all the old Alfa Romeos, and the GTAR is the most extreme out of the lot. Perfect track day car, really. Huge rims, nice exhaust on it, tuned up engine, roll cage. Just everything has been done beautifully with this old Alphaholics, and this would be just such a wonderful car to drive. Just balance it, sliding slightly through the corners, or having a bit of a fun power slide. That would just drive absolutely beautifully. Such a nice thing, these old Alphaholics cars. Great thing they do with them. Fantastic. Now what is this? We got a big old American, I presume. This is a Dodge. It's a Dodge 6, so a big old, I presume, flathead side valve, 6-cylinder engine up front. Looks in really nice original condition, I must say. Nice big engine up front as well, because it would be a bit of a heavy car, that one. Interesting being a right-hand drive as well, so perhaps originally marketed for Australia. This car. Lovely thing, this. You can often get more bang for your buck when you buy a pre-war American car, so do like these. And we got another Elvis TD21, but this one is a drop head, so this makes it even more desirable. Once again, lovely interior. Great old 6-cylinder Tourer. Beautiful old thing. Next to that we got a Porsche Cayman, another 911. Just round there, there's the wonderful XK140, an Alpine, a BMW Z4 and a 635. Lovely little Fiat 500 just peeking round here, contrasting the huge old Bentley. I do like that. It's probably a 4.5 litre or so. Great trials car, vintage rally, that sort of thing. Brilliant thing, this. Just such a classy car. Very masculine. Got an Elvis Tourer. There's an MGB V8. This is in pristine condition. The 3.5 Rover engine up front. Now, some of my favourite cars in the world are some of these pre-war cars, and well, look at this lovely old Riley. What a brilliant thing this is. I like the twin little split window at the back. This is just, wow, what a beauty. What a beauty this one is. This is a wonderful old car. Pre-selected gearbox, as in most riders of this era. Just a wonderful thing. Pre-war cars have to be some of the loveliest cars out there. Got a Sunbeam Talbot there as well. That's quite nice. Wonderful condition. Looks really classy, doesn't it? I do like that. Some form of special over there if we just nip across. Is this an Elvis maybe? Have to have a quick look around the front. An Elvis, this one. Just wonderful old car. This looks like an older restoration perhaps. What a beauty this is. A nice dog just chilling in the back there. What a beautiful old car. There's always some lovely stuff in this building here. Starting off with a race prep MGA and a lovely old Elvis 4-seat. Lovely thing. Got another MGA there. A lovely Sunbeam. I'll have a really smooth 6-cylinder. Something in the corner. I do like that Sunbeam. A little Mini over here. Some wonderful stuff in here. Wow. So this is an Allard special. We've got something very nice over there. I'm not exactly sure of the maker. Perhaps a Ford. Let's have a look around the front. It's got an interesting looking dash. Very nice. We just have a quick look there. That's an Opel Kadett. This one, wow, it's almost like a sort of Renault Juva Catcher at the front. What a lovely little thing that is. Got wind up windows. I would have thought it'd be sliding. Little pop out semaphores just on the side of the doors. This is a wonderful little car, isn't it? What a great little thing that is. I do like that. We've got a massive Rolls-Royce. What a contrast in pre-war cars there. Something huge and American here. This is a Lincoln, this one. Wow, that is massive. Massive, massive thing. Wow, look at that screen. So I presume that's some sort of windscreen for the rear passengers. Lovely original seats and all. That is a lovely touch, that. Very nice inside. There'll be a huge either straight 6 or perhaps even a straight 8. But if I had to guess, I'd stay straight 6. That is so nice. What a wonderful thing. I do like some of the big old American stuff, but it's absolutely huge. And that windscreen in the back is wonderful. And what is this? Another huge old gorgeous pre-war road car. Is this an Armstrong Siddeley perhaps? This one it might be. Siddeley Special, this one. Beauty old thing, isn't it? Another Rolls-Royce. Got a Mark II Cortina. That's quite a contrast to what we've just been seeing. Perhaps more of a contrast is the little bright blue 2CV. What a great colour for that. And a Spec R Nissan Silvia. Very popular JDM car, very tunable 4-cylinder engine. Quite a bit of negative camber on those back wheels there. Got something nice here, big old 6-cylinder 4-seat Tourer. Some tasty stuff over here. Got a left-hand drive E30 M3. Do like that. Great driver's car. Bicester 403. Nice old thing that. There's a Porsche there. There's a 100M, the race slightly prepped Aston Healey, and a race prepped Ford Cortina. I do like the look of this Healey. Some of these early ones have got a wonderful engine in them. Really nice sort of Aston Healey logo along the top of the cam cover. Just peeking around here. Whoa, that Mercedes is absolutely lovely. It looks like a 180 or 190. This is probably the generation before the Pagoda. Beautiful car. This is a 190, yeah, this one. That is so nice. Such a stylish and reliable car, really. These will just keep on going. The quality is just second to none. Wow, we've got some gleaming classics in here. Got a 2002 Frog Eye TR4 and so on. Well, I haven't been in this room, but it's certainly rewarding us with this wonderful old Superleggera Lancia. It's a 2-seat Tourer, a lovely old thing. Got a 328, I believe that is. A 356 hardtop, that is nice. That another 356, that's convertible. Beyond that, MGA, all sorts of classics in here. Got a Lancia Fulvia Zagato, gorgeous little car, very stylish. Do like that. Coming around here, got a couple of Porsches, Bentley equivalent to the Silver Shadow, Series 2 XJ, Series 1 E-Type, a lovely old AC Tourer. That's a rare thing, that being an AC. Probably about 2 litre straight 6 in there, I'm sure. And then another lovely old hardtop Series 1 E-Type, and a couple of Delta Integrales. Oh, there's a lovely old DB5 manoeuvring over there, and just here we've got something very interesting. I don't know what it is, some form of pre-war special. Riley Menasco from 1929, this one.
This goes to Prescott, please.
Does it? I don't think I've seen this one. I would like to see it, because it looks like a pretty crazy thing. What an epic old car. Some of these pre-war specials are just some of the best cars in the world, in my opinion. Just great old things. Absolutely mad. Do like that. Now, what is this? A 1957 Kellerson EXP1. That's very crazy. Well, here we are back at the Riley Special. Wow, the engine in there.
Incredible car, that is.
Well, beyond the Daimler Conquest Century from 1957, we've got a bit of a Riley section. I say that looking at an MG, but let's have a look at some Rileys. Look at this lovely pre-war special. It's probably a Riley Brooklands or something similar, but look at the size of the drum brakes, look at the size of the tyres, the rims, everything about that is wonderful. Really nice oily rag job. Lovely old pre-war sports car. Another beautiful Riley saloon. And another little special. Ah, these are lovely things, aren't they? Looks like an Alvis that is there. There's the Riley, oh what's that called? Sprite, that's it, the Riley Sprite. This one is called. Wonderful old oily rag job again. This is a Lagonda tour over here, real rarity this one. Lovely colour as well. That looks like it's just come fresh out of a restoration. There's another Sprite over there. That is beautiful. Amazing condition as well. That is a lovely thing. Got a pairing of Datsun 240Zs. I do like these. This one's got a bit of a samurai body kit going on. Really nice classic sports car. Really tunable engine in them as well if that's what you want to do. But yeah, really stylish. Very, very nice. Got a lovely old Alpha Tourer there. Mustang, Cobra, and M12 GTO Noble. And this. Now this would usually be any usual similar to GTE, but it says V8 on the back. It's also got the lovely Wolf Race wheels on it. This would be a bit of a crazy thing. I saw some big exhaust on the back, so it must have some form of big V8 up front. Loads more classics over here. Got a Dakar Beetle. That's quite an interesting thing. The Volvo Estate. And this is interesting. This is definitely not a Mark II. This is what used to be a Nissan Micra. Now, I believe this is called a Mitsuoka, and it's basically a Nissan Micra that has been converted to try and look a bit like a Jaguar Mark II. Interesting. That's safe to say. Yeah, strange things though. Here's the Dakar Beetle.
Love those wheels.
Very rough and ready.
It's very similar to the ones on
Very tasteful looking car. That 944 over here. Another very shiny one. And a Jaguar 420. I actually quite like these. Lovely little bar on the back over the number plates. It's a 4-speed manual, this one. The one you'd want really for the driving experience. That's a lovely car, that. Very nicely presented Lancia. This is another Superleggera, but this one is a hardtop. What a beautiful car. This is so elegant. Just look at that interior, so lovely in there. What a lovely place to be. Great view over the bonnet as well. This is just fantastic. Beautiful old car. This is really one of my favourites. Carros Touring. This is a wonderful old thing, this one. Great colour as well, it looks really tasty in that silver. Some lovely classics in this garage. We've got a XK 120 racer with the straight six just peeking out there. Lovely stuff. It looks a bit like a Porsche, perhaps, that one. Another Mark II over there. Oh wow. Got a Ferrari 250 Lusso. These are one of the most beautiful Ferrari 250s in my opinion. The long GT body has to be the best looking one. Gorgeous thing that. Next to that, we've got a wonderful old D-Type, the long nose with the tail at the back. Oh, this is a pretty perfect garage, isn't it? Wow. I like that in silver actually. It looks very good in silver. Looks like is that an Aston racer over there? Some form of Indy car perhaps, and then a Chevy Corvette at the back. The D-Type and the 250 Lusso, take it from me. Well, this really is. We've got an E28 M5, huge straight six up front, about 3 litre I believe, 5-speed manual, great car, about 280 brake horsepower, really will fly. That really is a very, very nice thing. We've got the shark nose front, that was common with the 3 Series and 5 Series, but being an M5, this is really the most desirable one. Got a Porsche and what looks to be a very tasty looking Aston Martin DB5. Saw a silver one earlier, but this is a red one. Wonderful quality car. I really do love this event with all the old RAF buildings. It provides a great setting, and well, this is the first 900 turbo we've seen here today, and this is a lovely shiny one of the slightly rarer ones in red. Really quick car in the sort of overtaking range, about 30 to 60, nothing could beat it in its time. Really quick and nice car, very cool. Bright yellow MGB, Mercedes 190 and an old Ford pickup over here. I'll have to have a closer look at this one. Bit of an oily ragger. Hopefully this one hasn't been hot rodded too much with any modern engines or turbos. Looks nice and original on there. We've got an MGR V8, a couple more hot rods over there. Wow, there's a lot here today, isn't there? Let's have a look at this Lotus Elan Plus 2. It's a Ferrari 412 or 400i, an Aston DB6 here. That is a lovely thing, that. And a 3500S Rover P6. I believe the S means it's a manual. Yes, 4 on the floor transmission. These came as an automatic and a manual, the manual one being slightly rarer and more desirable. Nice thing, that. And then we've got quite a cool looking Cobra, I do like that one. Now this little midget here is absolutely pristine. Just look how gleaming all the chrome around the headlights, the bumper, the paint. This is just probably one of the best ones I've ever seen. Quite an early one with the steel wheels. Probably a Mark II, the first one after the frog eye. I do like that, that's a beautiful example there. Now this is something very nice. Got an MG 4-seat just about Tourer. I'm sure you could squeeze 4 people in there. That's a gorgeous little car, isn't it? I like that. It's an F-Type, this one. Lovely pre-war. Is it supercharged? Could be supercharged. Don't know, but still. Lovely, lovely pre-war Tourer. We've actually got a few classics over here. We've got this 122S 4-door Amazon. And this is no normal Mark II because Look at that, supercharged V8. Is that the XK or something? Ah, XJR, okay. So that is the Jaguar XJR engine in Jaguar Mark II. How crazy is that? Dare I say, I'm not usually into engine swaps, but that must be quite a bit of fun. Wow, that would be quite a cool thing. So we've got some modern, oh yeah, I can see quite a bit. Hold on a minute, it's got all the interior. That's a bit puzzling. It's got all the insides of an XJR, but the actual body itself is a Mark II. It's also all inside it's an XJR as well. How does that work then? Is it just a Mark II body on that? I don't know.
I think they just bought one that was probably rusted out and just transferred all the running gear and adapted the trim to fit.
Yeah, interesting thing, isn't it? A bit more over here, we've got a DeLorean, a lovely old Alpha Spider. I do like that. Got a GTR, that's the R34 generation. Souped up JDM saloon. A Volvo Estate. MGB GT. Little old Fiat, that's quite a cool thing. Next to the very nice little Fiat 500 and a little Subaru on the end. I do like this little Fiat, these must be such fun cars to own. We've never had one actually, but I can't imagine it's that dissimilar to the little Renault 4CV. Must be great fun little tasteful things to drive. Great little car. Well, things have certainly expanded quite a bit since we were last here. There's loads here, but I want to focus on this. This is an XK120 Jaguar, but it's like a sort of racing body. Now that looks absolutely wonderful, doesn't it? Just the perfect shape, perfect engine, the perfect driving experience really. Lovely leather strap over the front, that is gorgeous that. I wouldn't be surprised if that had genuine racing history. Got an XK140 here, the slightly later one. A bit of a mad looking Mark II. This is only a 2.4, the smallest of all the engines. We haven't seen a 2.4 yet today actually. Wow, even the public car parks, like old car show itself, got Z4 Integrale 328 and MGA just hiding over there. Porsche, but what is this on the end? It looks to me like an Aston Martin DB4, one of the prettiest Astons, perhaps even nicer than a DB5 in my opinion. Best colour probably a light blue. Wow, the stuff you see here is just very impressive. I perhaps prefer the front profile of the DB4 to that of the DB5 and 6, but I mean, I wouldn't say no. Gorgeous old car that. Just that little bit rarer, I think, the 4s, which makes them a little bit more interesting to me. Well, I saw this Bristol when we came in last time and certainly doesn't get old looking at this. I think this is a wonderful 60s, 70s stylish saloon. It's an automatic one, this one, big 6-cylinder up front. Very tasteful car, I think that. I do like that. And now this is something special, just look at this Bugatti. I love that old badge at the front. Automobile Club de Picardie. What a beautiful old thing. I like when they're not too sort of polished up, like all the brass is sort of quite matte on this, and I think it just looks better because this is exactly what they would have looked like when they were raced in period. So I'd much rather see a scruffy oily ragger one like this than a pristine one. Next up is a bit of a Lamborghini section. We're starting off with the white Countach. I do like the look of these. This is one of the earlier ones without the huge rear wing. And while the rear wing does look cool, I think sometimes they look a bit cleaner without the big rear wing. Yeah, dramatic thing nonetheless. Beyond that is something a bit more of me. A Lamborghini Miura S. Now that is special. What a thing. This is probably one of the best colours, the lurid bright green for these. What a beautiful car, Bertone styled. One of the first sort of most advanced supercars of the period, being having a V12 in the middle. Got a Diablo next door as well, but the Miura is more my sort of thing. Over here is a 32 Morris Minor in a bit of a state. That needs a fair bit of work doing it, a bit of tender loving care. Wouldn't go amiss with that one. Looks like a lovely old Alvis next to it as well, with a bit of a problem with the roof. Now this is interesting, it looks like something pre-war, almost looks like an 8C Alpha squished a bit. Let's have a quick look at the badge over here. Is there some sort of special Dunsmore? That must be based on something, mustn't it? It's done a good job of it. It does look pretty cool if it is something a bit newer, which is suggested by all the suspension. It often gives it away. But it is a good job, whatever's been done. Wow, that's cool, isn't it? So I actually really like that, yeah. I'm still not quite sure what it is, but I do like that. There's always some lovely cars over here. We've got a Alfa Romeo 2000. Do like that. They got the Fraser Nash special. Seen this one at Prescott and Lowton Park a couple of times. Big 3.5 litre, if I remember correctly. Straight six engine, very loud. Cool thing. And there's a Ford pickup of some description there. Fraser Nash, of course, being chain drive. Just behind we've got a pairing of, actually no, that's a Stutz, that one, I do like that. 1918 Stutz Bearcat. Wow, that's a cool thing, that, isn't it? Once again, you can probably get more for your money with something American like this. Huge horn on the side. Big running boards. Lovely thing, this. So cool, that. And then this is the Bentley. I believe we might have seen this one around the likes of Prescott before. Great hill climb car. Looks like we've got a bit of a VSCC section of lots of lovely pre-war things, starting off with this wonderfully oily, ragged and scruffy Austin 7. I do like that. Nice to see the fishtail exhaust coming along the side over the arch and fanning out at the back. I do like the design of those. All very oily and nice in there, isn't it? And then we've got a Fraser Nash next to that. That's a nice car, isn't it? Very typical VSCC hill climb car. See a lot of these at the likes of Prescott and Lowton Park. Beautiful, beautiful old thing. Really like that. Surprisingly quick as well. Of course, Fraser Nash chain drive like the Norris Special, the blue one we saw earlier. If we just nip round here, we can have a look at this lovely old Aston. This is a Mark II Ulster. Oh, that is nice, isn't it? Very shiny, but still very nice nonetheless. There's our friend's TT2 Aston. That's a period racing car from 1922. Yeah, 22. Loads of history. I'm sure all of these cars have loads of history with them being that old. I do like the design of these Ulsters. Great old VSCC car. And what's actually a bit rarer is this. Now this is an Aston Martin, but it's got the Ulster front, but it's actually a saloon. This is a Mark II short chassis from 1934. Very shiny and clean. Oh, that's lovely in there. It's rare being an Aston. I don't think I've ever seen one of these before. And beyond that absolute beauty, we've got another Aston. Maybe it's a bit more of an Aston club. This is an Aston Martin Le Mans from 1933. Lovely. You can see the exhaust just coming out of the manifold, coming out of the side of the bonnet, and then going underneath for the exhaust. No fishtails here, it'll be coming out from underneath. I presume these have a 4-cylinder. Absolutely beautiful old things these are. Is this another Aston next to it? Yes, it is. This is an International James Young Drophead Coupe. This one, wow, these are beautiful old things. It's interesting seeing so many of the Astons. This has got to be most of the sort of pre-war Astons in the whole of the England and the UK here. Because there's a lot here. That's the TT2, that's a special car that I had a ride in it, and it is very quick still. Loads of history of that car, and I presume this is yet another Aston over here. These really are beautiful, aren't they? You can tell I like the pre-war ones. And now finally, not an Aston, is this Bugatti Type 44, dating from 1930. Interesting body on the back. It's got a dicky seat at the back, don't see many dicky seat Bugattis. Lovely original Marshall lamps there. That is a beautiful old car. Nice smell of Castrol from that. But yeah, it's great to see these all these old Astons out. I was talking to the owner of this one, and you can see he was talking about getting it dirty. I draw the line at trialling, because trialling can be a bit mean to some of these old cars, but certainly using them on the road is good to see. So these things need to get used, or they'll just get disappeared and fall forgotten about. Got some more great old pre-war metal, starting off with this Singer 9 Sports Tour. This is from 1933. Gorgeous little car. Now I do like this. This is an Amul car. Wonderful little special. That is so lovely, isn't it? What a tasteful looking car that is. I have to go and have a look around the back. I do like the Amul cars. Oh, that's clean, isn't it? Yeah, that's a lovely old thing, that. Some of the old specials are just beautiful things. Must say, this Singer's very nice. I apologise for the voice crack there. It's a lovely old car, that. I'll just have a sneak around here. I've got an old Alvis. This is a Speed 20. This one, a lovely old big 6-cylinder pre-war saloon. This is a Charlesworth saloon, this body. Absolutely huge engine. I believe it's like 4 or 4.5 litre in these. Oh, this is a 2.7 litre, just reading off the information. Apologies, but yeah, this is just a lovely sounding car, real burbly 6-cylinder. The chrome is just absolutely gleaming. You can have a quick look on the inside. Oh, lovely trim inside there. Absolutely wonderful view over the bonnet as well. Just a perfect old car, this. And what is this? It's a traction Avant Light 15 from 52. These were made either side of the war, if I remember correctly. Built in Slough and in France. Lovely old thing. Got a Jaguar S-Type here, not a Mark II, but an S-Type. Got the slightly different back, the independent rear suspension at the back. So there's a 3.4 up front of this one, 4-speed manual. Good spec. MGB Roadster, haven't seen too many of these. This is a V8, it's got its V8 on show there. A few British classics, starting off with this, quite a nice MGA. Next to that we got a, wow, what is this? It looks like, the front looks like an Aston Somerset, but I've never seen this body in an Aston Somerset. It looks a bit different around the front as well. That's a beautiful old thing. E-Type rolling past. This is an interesting thing. I've never seen the back of one of these like that. That's a gorgeous looking car. I do like that. Never seen one like that before. And we got a Rover P4. This is a 110, so it'll be another 6-cylinder one. Quality car, these. Yeah, I like that. Then we got the airplane tug, Dolomite, and quite an early Vitesse over there. Well, one engine just isn't enough. You put two in your car, and this is what's happened with this Wonderful old Ford Special. I do like that. Proper oily ragger. Oh, I like the sign writing on there. The 7.2 litre twin engine Ballard Special. That is a cool thing, that. Like that. Let's have a quick look over here. We've got a lovely little Aston Special. Like that. The Pembleton, I'm not quite sure what that is. It looks quite new. 2CV, Beetle, MGC. This is quite an early one. Got the early interior, manual as well. Nice early steering wheel. Got the 3 litre straight 6 on show. I think this car might have been here last time. Painted wires, good. What is this? This is a fun thing in front of the Morris fire engine. This is an NSU Sport Prinz. What an elegant little car. That is so nice. Some of the sort of more left field choices of classic cars, they can really provide beautiful driving and looking cars, because this is such a tasteful looking car. That is gorgeous. What a pretty little car that is. Over here we've got a big old Armstrong Siddeley. I've seen this one before. Wonderful old original condition. Sounds lovely as well. It's got a huge straight 6. It certainly does sound good when it winds up. Lovely old interior. It's just in fantastic condition, this. So original. It's just a wonderful time warp car. It's even got the original sort of sunroof there. Brilliant old thing, this. I didn't see this before. We've got a Bentley Corniche parked up over here. This is a nice old car, isn't it? Quite like that. Rare thing, this. Don't see many of this type really. It's similar to the Silver Shadow, but the Bentley equivalent. It's a classy thing, isn't it? I do like some of the earlier Silver Shadow style cars. You can see how they were competing against each other, can't you? Almost identical looking cars, really. Well, things have certainly been changing around here a bit. This XK140 was here, but this Fraser Nash next to it certainly was not. Saw a couple of Fraser Nashes earlier, but I haven't seen this one yet, I'm pretty sure. What a beautiful old time warp this is. Yeah, things have certainly been reshuffled here. There's the old Triumph 2000 and SL, but we've got this lovely Aston Martin now. It certainly wasn't here before. Oh, that's a lovely thing, isn't it? Nice having the red interior. It's a Swish thing, that. I must say, I do like the Bristol next to it as well. That's a really nice quality car. And that would also sound very nice. 2 litre straight 6. Beyond the SL. Let's have a look at a couple of Rolls-Royces over here. Here's the XK140 again. Lovely car. We've got a big old Rolls 4-seat tourer. You probably fit more than 4 people in there though. I like that. It's massive, isn't it? Wow. So long. I like the proper sort of vintage cast plates there. I do like that. Proper oily rag. Lurking over here is an old Ford Control Land Rover, and next to that is a lovely old Jaguar Mark II. This is a 3.4, so not the biggest engine, but many people actually argue that the 340 is one of the best driving variants. You can see this is a really original looking car, certainly an older restoration. Lovely old painted wires. I'm sure it's very nice inside. Just look at the pattern on those seats, you just can't recreate that. This is a 4-speed overdrive car. You just can't recreate the slight dulling of all the paint. It just makes it look absolutely lovely. Got a map in the back, shell touring for Southern England, and the first aid outfits. I really like that. Nice plates. Nice little GB plates on the back there as well. This is a lovely example, this one. do like that. A very usable condition. This sort of thing you can't really be afraid to get it wet, because then you just don't end up using it at all. So it's good to have something like this where you can use it in the wet. Got a nice sort of looking Cobra over here. This looks like it is not a replica and is an original car. Just certain little signs. Can't actually have a look at the interior because there's a tonneau cover on it. Like that badge, Motorsport RAC member. I think we got one of those on the big truck. And a BARC badge. It's interesting to see just the little badges you find on the front of these cars. But I'm 99% sure, verging on 100, that this is the real deal. Yeah, it is, isn't it? I do like that. We got another 3.8 Mark II Jaguar here. This is a very shiny and gleaming one. Somehow before I've overlooked this wonderful old Espada. Huge V12 supercar. This is a Series 3 from 1973. What a great colour for these. Crazy interior as well. I think this looks brilliant in the green. Yeah, really stylish wedgy thing, aren't they? Bertoni designed as well. Very cool. There's also a GT3 RS here. There's the Neo electric supercar thingy. Beyond that is the incredible SL55 AMG DTM car. That is quite a special thing. That would be great fun to hear that racing around, because that is a cool thing. That. Got a lovely orange 3-litre CSL BMW. This is the one you'd want really, and it's the one I'd want. Bright orange, how cool is that? These are such an amazing car. I'm pretty sure they probably make, well, they'll make quite a bit of power. I'm not sure how much, but it's going to be more than 250, isn't it? I do like that. Such a stylish thing. I think these are dead cool. We actually saw a Batmobile one on the way down, which is the one with the big rear wings and big crazy splitters and everything going on. But even just the 3-litre CSL as it is here, really pretty car. Also got a Range Rover here. This is apparently an Overfinch 570 HSI. That's one of the first Overfinches here. Overfinch is sort of tuning for the old Range Rovers and the new Range Rovers. Has become a bit chavvy, but actually I think that looks quite nice. Got a Daimler Dart here, SP250. This is nice, isn't it? The Daimler V8 on show. Once again, great usable condition. Do like that one. Got a 928, 911 convertible and a Cobra over here. Once again, this one looks like it's the real deal to me. Got the Norris Special on the move. I know which one I'd have. This one. I also somehow managed to miss this. Now this is an interesting little thing. Some form of little special, definitely pre-war. It says Triumph on it. Wow, this is a strange little thing. Tiny little RAC badge. It's road registered. This is cool. I actually really like that. Once again, got the nice exhaust going over the arch. Fishtailing at the end. It's a cool little thing, this, actually. I do like that. Looks like we got the Amul car running. Sounds good.
Yeah, it's basically go for that. Yeah. And then
You're going to say Starbucks.
Now that really is a bit of me. Just peeking around this corner, we've got a Jensen 541R. What a gorgeous car that is. Once again, the painted wires just really set it off really nicely. I do like these. They are having the adjustable intake at the front. If I just scoot around the front, you can see this will be able to be opened and closed to get the air in and out. But yeah, these are wonderful cars. I do really like this. This is a manual example as well. Lovely car. Well, I think we'll close up this particular video of the Sunday Scramble at the Bicester Heritage with a quick look at this wonderful old Elvis. Just post-war Tourer, a wonderful old car. Do like that, but as you can see, there's quite an empty car park over there. Quite a few people are leaving, and I think soon we'll join them. It's been a great classic car meet here. So many classic cars, vintage cars, all sorts of things. There's really something for everyone. Such a great mix. But that's all. Please remember to subscribe. Drop a comment below what you liked, all that, and that's all. Thanks for watching.